Live here at MotoArt Studios, and what we're going to do now is we're showing you a recorded video of the final flight of the Gimli Glider on a flyby on its way to the Mojave Desert, where it was put to rest. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut back live to Dave, who's actually got a section of the Gimli Glider there, and he's going to talk more about what happened in the Mojave Desert, how he got his hands on the Gimli, and what was going on with the Gimli when it was over there in Mojave. So, Randy, I'm going to cut it over back to you to take it from here. Go ahead and take it.
Okay. Hey, Pat, thanks a lot. I got Dave back here again. And, Dave, I guess our viewers are being shown a shot of the 767 Gimli Glider taking off from Canada to Mojave for its last flight. Why don't you pick up the story from there and tell us how MotoArt comes into play?
Great. Thanks, Randy. So MotoArt, our business, of course, is we go through a lot of aircraft, and we go to places from Goodyear, Arizona to Roswell, New Mexico. My last trip up to Mojave Desert, I was trying to find something for the holidays that everyone can enjoy, and I had this concept of actually making what we call plane tags, where we take different aircraft, 747s, Airbus 320s, B-25 bombers, and I was walking around the yard. I got to a Boeing 767, and it was called the Gimli Glider. And when he came out of his mouth, my vendor said this was the Gimli Glider. I was just taken back. I'm like, this isn't the actual Gimli Glider. He said, no, this is the actual Gimli Glider. And what had happened is they cut out a few sections of the fuselage, and they donated to the city of Gimli, for their new museum. And here sat this big Boeing 767 with a section cut out of it. And at that point, that plane wasn't going to go anywhere because they've already cut into it. So at this point, they're trying to figure out how they're going to salvage the Gimli Glider. Well, of course, I went up to it, put my hands on it, just not feeling it. And so I had the concept of something called plane tags. And what we do is we actually stamp out the aircraft, and we laser etch into the paint of the aircraft. This one happens to be a 747 on my keychain. So we made a deal for the fuselage of all the Gimli Glider, and we are now in a limited edition run of 10,000 plane tags. And what we do is we're cutting up the fuselage, and follow me, Randy. Okay. We're going to come over here. And what we do is we take the fuselage, and we cut it into sections enough where you can get a stamp machine, and we can actually stamp out little oval section of the Gimli Glider.
Very cool. So this was MotoArt's way, whereas you guys usually had come up with large, dramatic pieces. This is something where you wanted to optimize and get it to as many people as possible.
Well, that's right. I mean, everyone wants to own a piece of aviation history. And the Gimli Glider, it's almost, in our view, a good luck charm. I mean, what aircraft, at 41,000 feet runs out of fuel? I mean, this is such an amazing situation. And it's almost like a lost story. It's something that happened back in 1983, and not too many people remember, especially here in the States. It's funny, though. Any Canadian you bring this up to, everyone knows the Gimli Glider.
Oh, of course. I have a Canadian family. They all know it.
So it's interesting, since we actually debuted this last Thursday, and we are getting emails from everyone all over the place, specifically Canada, and we're getting emails from the passengers who were on the plane. We're getting emails from people who were on the runway. We're getting emails from pilots who actually flew in that plane. And it's amazing the story that this plane tells. And by doing what we're doing, one, we're saving the aircraft, because let me tell you, this aircraft was scheduled to be dismantled. And two, giving a chance for everyone to own a piece of aviation history and maybe a little good luck charm. And what we have over here, Randy, is kind of the final product. We call them plane tags, and what we do is we package them, and here it is. It's the actual plane, where we laser it into the paint. And on the backside, it each has the tail number, and it has the series of 10,000.
So each is a limited edition. There's only 10,000 of them.
Correct. And then on the backside, we make it so it's like a little luggage tag, so they can write their name and address on it.
Super cool.
So this is a limited edition run. I mean, this is one of 8 different aircraft that we have at planetags.com. This is something we set up 3 weeks ago, planetags.com, just for the holidays. And I can't believe how much it's blown up on us. It seems like everyone wants their own little piece. I'd be the first to tell you, I own this company and I can't afford my own stuff. I understand. This is why we introduced something. Plane tags start at $19.95 and they go all the way up to $40. Gimli Glider, we have price very affordable, $35.95, and we have them ready to go. Hopefully, we can get them out by Christmas. We're doing the fastest we can to get them out.
So it's a new chapter in the Gimli Glider history. It's a new chapter for MotoArt and for aviation history. So, Pat, you heard it down here. I mean, they're pumping these things out. They're available now. And by the way, Dave, is there still time to get them for Christmas? I know you're shipping all over the world.
We are shipping all over the world. We literally got hit with 5,000 orders within a couple of weeks.
Sure, you did.
We went from having 20 customers to thousands of customers. So we're a little bit of a learning curve here for us to fulfill all the orders, but we're doing our best and try our best to get them to you by the holidays.
Okay. Very good. Well, Dave, I can't thank you enough. I know you guys are busy down here. You turned off all the power equipment so that we could have this small interview, and you got to get pumping out again. So we appreciate your time. Pat, we're going to throw it back up to you at the studio at DA14, okay?
Sounds good, guys. That was it was good to see you guys down there, and thanks for joining our show today on the Gimli Glider. We will have more aviation-related shows throughout the year, so remember to subscribe to MotoArt's YouTube channel or like our Facebook page, and of course go to planetags.com and get your Gimli Glider tag today before they run out. He's only got a limited number of those left due to their popularity. For MotoArt, this is Patrick Palucci with Randy Bouvrell. Thank you for the show, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Pat.